He ain't get here to have 20, 30-year run like everybody else did, but if he was
biased too, and he sound
smoking niggas,
wow.
he would be smoking everything.
Yo, what up? This is Fat Joe the Gangster.
Boy Jadakiss, you know what it is, the Joe and Jada show, live from the Fontainebleau.
Fontainebleau, what's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for my brother from another mother. Same name.
Facts.
Caesar Leo, Lil Cease.
Shot, y'all. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me on one of the best shows in America right now, you know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all, man.
Yo, Cease, you a legend, man. You a fucking living legend on that couch right there.
Thank you. Hear that from you? Hear that from you? Nah, that's love for me.
No, that's a fact,
you know
though. And we go so back. You know, if y'all don't know, we was just shooting a podcast. The Cease came to hang out with us, and we forced him on the couch. I said, fuck that. Let's get Cease in there. He's too legendary. We got to get him up in here. But we was just listening to new Mobb Deep, right?
Yeah.
And Prodigy sounds so good on there. I literally, I don't work hard enough to do this, but I literally thought of making an album in case if I died.
No doubt.
It just say, 10 years after I die, put in my will, new Fat Joe album. And they could do whoever want to do the beats to the shit, this, that. And imagine a fresh after you die, 10 years later, new Fat Joe talking shit on there.
No doubt.
You know how that shit? Look, we listening to a new Mobb Deep. They got an album coming out with Prodigy, got mad new verses.
And it sounds great, too. It sounds good, too. Like, it don't sound like nothing changed. It don't sound like nothing transcended.
All that sweat.
But how many songs you got like that? I'm sure you got verses you probably never put out. That you got
to make an album for them to release after you die. That's
your
sweat.
family gonna get the money. After you die,
that's how I look at it, you know what I mean? Like, I wish B.I. did more of that, you know what I'm saying? But B.I. was too much
young,
writing songs for other shit. He was writing Junior M.A.F.I.A songs, Kim songs, he was writing Puff songs. He was, so he did a lot of albums that won expand, like that. Like so you wish you had more of that.
It's crazy to me. I be hearing a lot of, like, Foxy Brown is the best. Yo, Foxy Brown's first feature was, I Shot You with LL, me, Keith Berry, and I remember Papa keeping them. I already knew this girl was crazy.
No doubt.
But rumor has it, all of her verses, either Jay wrote or Nas wrote. So this is like, is it true or not? I mean, I'm not.
Let me say it like this, right? Look,
each his own bottle of Patron, man.
No, I'm not saying like I'm tapping it.
When did you even, what is
Because every time I hear Foxy Brown, of course, that's a cadence and everything. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that
when y'all bring these out,
when the nigga Cap or Flagrant, throw them. You bring these out already?
I'm gonna call it.
Throw that out, man.
Yo, throw it out.
That shit.
I want to hear.
Because how did we get here?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not really not doing
it. You did it already.
I'm just a guess.
I don't think it's wrong. I don't think I'm saying nothing wrong.
I don't think you're saying nothing right either. I think you should have left that alone.
So let's leave it alone. C said, yo, big wrote for Junior M.A.F.I.A, big wrote for Lil Kim. And
how you just went all the way to Park Slope and picked on Foxy. Like.
No, I'm never picking on Foxy. I'm not doing that. So also Foxy said she wrote her own shit. She's saying
dog.
Right.
We don't know what she said.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. No, I'm not trying to start.
Listen, let me just say for me, right?
Stay out of
Let me say this.
Stay out of
Can I say something? Can I say something? Can I say something?
I advise you to say you got the right to remain silent.
Okay.
Anything you say on the podcast can and will be held against you.
So I fucked that. You saying...
Can I say
You got the right thing to retain
Foxy,
that.
yes.
If you can't afford
yo,
it,
listen.
Foxy Brown hates that Joe now.
Okay. Where's my flag? I'm not glad to say
in
that.
case she didn't, you just do the alley-oop.
No, I didn't think... I don't think there's nothing wrong with if, you know, you think what I'm saying is blasphemy. I think what I'm saying ain't nothing wrong. I don't know if it's true or not. That's what I always
If
heard.
somebody sat up and said somebody wrote two people wrote all of your verses, you'll be ready to fucking kill them.
That ain't regular people. It's Jay-Z and Nas.
It's still.
Okay, sorry, Foxy Brown. You write your own shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
For years, I've been hearing something.
I ain't gonna throw it yet.
Yeah,
they said,
can I throw it up?
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it right here. Yeah. In the study, we there though. As an artist for me, I had songs written that Biggie wrote for me, but after Biggie passed, I started to write my own rhyme. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes a history like that can change. You can start out as somebody kind of introducing you or bringing you into something, and once you figure it out, you could kind of take your, you know, your own lane. Like, but that's how I was brought up into it. I was a situation. I was an opportunity, a business deal. You know, Big said, "Hey, listen, you rocking with me, little bro. You know what? I'm gonna do something even better for you. I'm gonna make sure you get right, and I'm gonna write you some songs now instead of you hype manning for me now. Now here you go." And then from there, not expecting him to pass at that time and for things to happen, but I had to, you know, all right, let me figure it out from here now. And
Big was very generous.
no doubt, super.
He shined that light on
Just
it.
say that.
I never saying even a word.
Hear them fucking songs they got?
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Damn, Ma.
I used
I
to
love
think
it like the La Sesamilia. Let me feel
ya.
The ultimate rush. Drugs, baby.
Yeah. But she got, not to say nothing, outside of that, Kim came in as a writer before all that. But you know, when you got a team of people, everybody just kind of worked together. That's how I came up into it, you know. Yeah. Growing up around that bad boy era, you know, it's writers. You got Carl, you got Faith, you got all these different people in there. Lots, it's Mace, it's people in there. It's just energy going around.
I've been seeing you super tight with Faith for the last couple of years. You was always tight with her like that?
Yeah.
Shout out to
There just wasn't no Instagram, right?
Yeah. You know,
now we see it on Instagram.
Ain't nothing changed. It been like that. Shout out to Faith. Like, nah, that's the big sis for real, like in real life. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I can't call her underrated because she's a superstar, but her vocals are still underrated.
No doubt.
Like, I went to Kim Porter's funeral, and Faith sung in there, and I was just...
She sung at Raekwon wedding. Remember we just saw her there, Raekwon wedding?
Yeah, but she did her songs. In the funeral, she just was singing like gospel or whatever, and I was just like, oh my God. I always knew she was incredible, but that day, you know, I was brought to a different emotion by her. So we got Lil Cease crippled me. Why would Biggie say that?
He crippled him.
You know what's the problem with this guy? He don't realize we telling the story to millions of people out there because he know the story. He think everybody know the story.
Yeah.
I don't know the story. So you
know a lot of shit though.
I do know the story, but I want you to tell the people why.
You know shit, you know.
I don't know
why
shit.
Would he say that?
Yeah.
Why Big said that? Yeah, in the rhyme.
We crashed.
You was driving?
Yeah.
You was.
And I shouldn't have been driving.
Cease crippled me.
Cease, was you high?
Nah. So was a judge.
Black ice.
We had a fucked up car.
Black ice.
Like, nah, it wasn't me.
That wasn't in the Lex Land?
Nah, the Lex Land had got fucked up the day before that. We got arrested the day before that. So nobody don't know.
You hit somebody with a bat, right? Y'all hit somebody. Big got locked up for hitting somebody with a bat.
That wasn't that incident.
Okay.
But we was in the back of Brooklyn, me, him, and Money L. You know what I'm saying? And we was smoking. And just so happened, police just happened to pull up around there. And we put the weed out as soon as they pull up. You know what I'm saying? So they came.
They locked you up for weed.
Yeah, just a blunt. But we talking about like a long time ago type of shit.
Not now.
When
they locked you up for blunt.
They took us to the precinct, really just put us in there, took our name down, whatever. And when we came back outside, the Lexus Land wasn't working. So Un came and picked us up, took us to the crib. And then we went to get a loaner's car from the Lexus dealer place. Mm-hmm. And they gave us the Lumina van and a Lumina van. Word to B.I. I'm not lying to you. They gave us a Lumina van, and I was like, yo, B.I., this ain't no Lexus car. And he like, yo, chill. We just going low ride. We chilling. Like, and I just made one turn because the brakes was all fucked up. That shit was already like rubbing on the rotors and shit. It was the car they run around.
They give you the bullshit car.
Yeah. And he wanted to ride in that. And we rode, and I hit a little spin. And and we went across the shit, and we crashed, bro. Shit. Yeah, across the shit on the other side. That north and south there divided. So north and south,
very dangerous.
I was north, and that shit, the car went south. We were on the other side.
South.
Boom. Ran right into a rail, dog. And that was it.
He used to be as strong as Ripple me.
To Lil Cease crippled me. Yo, listen.
Thanks.
You know, the one thing I learned from B.I.G., right, was people always like to say that if you become successful, you changed. Now we know enough that we're old enough to know that you got to have growth. You can't be thinking like you thought 20 years ago or 30 years ago. That's natural growth. But I'm not talking about growth. I'm talking about if you blow up or some of the guys in your hood are looking at you like you changed, they don't know if you changed.
Yeah.
Right? You just working, whatever. And I got this famous story. I think you was there. And my second album had came out. And I ain't see B.I. in a while because to this day, the closest thing I could call to like Biggie is maybe Cardi B. Meaning her success of how she just went
fast, like wildfire.
That nigga was number 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Like,
no doubt. That's a fact.
Now, I'm with him with an army fatigue, and they was like, yo, you come to the show tonight? I went to the show. He had fucking gaiters on and salmon suits with, like, this shit was like, I'm sitting there in the passenger seat watching this shit. I'm like, yo, this is fucking nuts. The nigga just shot up 1, 2, and 3. I never seen that. Yeah. But I never seen that again. I never seen it. And then to maybe Cardi B, how she was just on Love and Hip Hop. Next thing you know, she's
out of the world. Yeah.
Out of this world. Right? Vogue. You see what I'm saying? That's what Biggie did to me.
Nah.
I'm hanging out with Biggie. He got a fucking army fatigue. He said, come to the show tonight, give me the tickets. How come the show? Nigga got a fur coat over a salmon shit with gators. It was like, yo, who the fuck is this?
That's how fast it changed, though. Like, for real.
Am I not lying?
Nah, you're not.
It's like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
bro, we was kids, bro.
No,
like,
I'm happy.
Niggas as young as doing that shit. Like, really, like, you know.
Gators, man.
Yeah. Like, I was wearing them shits at 15, doing that type of shit, Lennon. Like, really, niggas can't say nothing to me. What you doing, or everybody, I done did it already when I was 14.
That's crazy.
Like, that's why I could sit back right now and just be like, man, I'm just gonna sit on my balcony in Miami, sit in my crib and just chill and listen to slow jams. You know what I'm saying? And chilling.
Yeah, gators at 14, man. You ain't have no gators when you were 14.
I'm the first time. Hold up. It wasn't, no, he right. He right, because you know I like to brag. No. The Metras at 14. Well, let's say what's your reverse with the
Metra. Then the big fucking Metra.
I had the Metra.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
Nah. I did have Dapper Dan at 14. You can ask Dapper Dan. We should bring him on the show. But what I am going to say to you is the first time I did get gators, I had $5,000 in my bank account. It was Tito Nieves' wedding. I go to God 5001 and I said, yo, I need that Biggie shit, man. I need that shit movie. He was like, you want that shit? I said, yeah. He said, what? I said, sky blue. He said, I'm going to make you the hat. I'm going to dye it like the suit. I'm going to get you the gators. That nigga might have took $4,950 from me. I never paid that much for anything. I went broke behind the sky blue suit and the gators. I could not even believe it. You know what happened that night too? They had a fucking riot. They had a fight and I got blood all over this. I could have never wore the suit again. It was like 4,900 and 500. The guy told me the joke the other day. He called me up, started laughing. Remember you wanted that Biggie shit, right? I was like, yo, God, you took my last nigga for the sky blue suit. Like, are you serious? They was dead serious with the price.
That's what made me lose weight a little. He was smoking, nigga.
So you had to go to the department store?
I spent fucking millions with God.
I spent guys too. Yeah, y'all spent millions with God.
Yeah. B.I. did.
Yeah, I spent millions with God.
Nah, I was still Carl Canard champion, Coneheads. Like, B.I. was the one like, nigga, throw this Coogee on.
B.I.
Get these glasses.
I used to think they was mad older than us, because they was driving. I used to go to D like, how the fuck are they driving? Give me a car with a license. Him, what are you talking about? There's mad little niggas over there. They all driving. Why we supposed to be driving?
But niggas was rich, bro.
They was still small driving, man. I'm looking at niggas my size.
We come in the studio every day. I see him every day. He coming down, so he just signed. I'm coming in with B.I.
I want to drive.
You coming in there with B.I. And
John Branson, keys to Alexis Land.
Bro, I was there.
This big.
Yeah, little nigga. I stand up in cars back then. I used to stand up in the whip. In the MPV, I could stand up in it.
Yeah, he could stand up.
Stand up in the...
You know what? I didn't realize he was that young. Like,
yeah, that's...
So I knew he was young, but I ain't looking at him as young. So was Big guy.
Big committed a crime. Yeah. Know what he did? He blew his woofers off as a little kid. You see what I'm saying? You thought he was a small grown man. Yeah. He was a little kid. He was drinking Moet, his weed, all of that. His woofers is His woofers. He got
he was letting you in.
Yeah, you saw him. He wasn't supposed to be there. He was supposed to be in school.
Yo, let me tell you something.
I'm outside, me and you, hanging out with you.
I'm not talking no bullshit. But, damn, I was about to tell you a story, but it's fun. I like how this is moving. There's a little guy.
A little guy?
Listen, there's a little guy.
Macaret?
Not Macaret.
Oh, not the little guy that was on the water.
That's a real little guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's a real human being.
I saw that one.
That is a fact. They want to call me cat for everything. Let me tell you who gets me mad. Nah, he's a little bigger. He's like the big TS. I proved it. I proved it, my nigga. I proved it.
It's 2 feet, man.
Yo, I proved it.
No, you did. You did.
Hello. Hello. What happened with America's Most Wanted? The guy called you up.
Yeah.
When I fought the guy on America's Most Wanted, what happened?
They called. They said what? It really happened. You know what I mean? And he appreciated you for not saying his name. Because, there's no statute of limits.
So I'm trying to tell him, imagine being a rapper and you got to go fight a guy on America's Most Wanted one-on-one and he's cock diesel. And you pull up. You know how much courage that takes for a fucking rapper? Imagine that guy would have whipped the shit out of me. They would have been talking about me to this day. Yo, remember when Joe got washed, dragged out there, this, that. But the moral to the story is, when BMF, right? BMF, I'm in Miami, okay? And Lean Back's number one, we're disgusting with the paper. Every club you go to, you see 20 guys, 30 guys with TS chains all over, Cadillac trucks, all over this beach. This shit was out of control, right? So if you came to Miami, you knew that. When you came to Miami, you look up any given day, they in there mad deep, right? So every night I'm going to the club, I see this little kid. He's 12 years old. I'm going to say his name now is with some other wild shit going on that got nothing to do with what we talking about.
Yeah.
But the kid Pee-wee that allegedly, they talking about with the Lil Wayne bus or whatever, I knew him, 12 years old. I would come to the club. He'd be with BMF every day with $2 million in diamonds. Little baby, like Lil Cease, might have had him. He ain't no rapper. So every day I come and be like, yo, crack, you get me in the club. Give me the club. I say, yo, bro, I can't get you. If fucking Big Meats and them niggas can't get you in the club, I can't get you in the club. They blowing out the bottles, they buying everything. Yeah. Yo, bro, I can't get you in. But he was a cool little kid. No doubt. He would come all the time. And one day I looked at him, right? And I said, one day, because I took him for granted. And one day, I never forget, I was over there in that club where we said Khaled used to DJ yesterday. He was across the street. I pull up in the Phantom. He say, yo, he cracked. And then for some reason, my eyes, you know how you go to the eye doctor and your shit fuzz out and go clear? And my shit fuzzed out and went clear. And I looked at them fucking diamonds on his neck, and he's in the party. Mm-hmm. He's in the middle of the street by himself. I'm like, yo, this kid is like 12 years old with like 2 million in diamonds on. I was like, yo, no, he ain't scared. Nobody's looking at him. Nobody's this. That's a true story. That might be the youngest guy I ever seen with some shit on like that. He was everywhere. He was with them. What the fuck was he doing with them? He was 12 years old. Everywhere they went.
He used to be with AI and he used to be with Floyd too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So he been outside. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of them histories like that. You'll get like, you know.
He was outside since 7, man. Today's show is brought to you by our new presenting sponsor, Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock.
Open up the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app. You'll see why it's top rated with thousands of 5-star reviews. If you ever been to a Hard Rock hotel or casino, you know that they treat you right.
That's right.
Do yourself a favor and check out the Hard Rock Bet app for a world-class betting experience. But if you haven't tried your first bet on Hard Rock Bet, then there's still time for you to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Just place a $5 bet, and if it hits, you get not only your winnings, but $150 in extra bonus bets.
That's a lot, brother.
If you want to see what other people are betting on from now through this weekend, the Hard Rock Bet app shows you trending parlays, the most bet player props, top pick upsets, and more. Just download the app and all this info is a tap away. Hard Rock Bet has new promos every day this week. There's profit boost for 5 straight days of football. There's Thursday night profit boost, a Friday college profit boost, another profit boost for Saturday's college games, plus NFL profit boost for Sunday's games and Monday night. Every Thursday on Hard Rock Bet, you also get legendary reward drops. Drops full of rewards like bonus bets, parlay insurance, and more. Open up your drop-in time for this weekend's games and see what you get. Hard Rock Bet is the only legal sports book in the state of Florida and also available in Arizona, Ohio, Jersey, Montana, Tennessee, Virginia, Illinois, Colorado, and more.
More states is going to pick it up real soon. Hard Rock, the biggest growing bet place. Go there right now.
Make your first deposit today.
I'm going to tell you what happened, right? So I'm in the studio with Biggie while he's making Hypnotize. And the beat keep going. Boom, boom. Right down. 1 o'clock. 20 Spanish girls come. 2 o'clock, they leave. 20 Chinese girls come. 3 o'clock, 20 Jamaican girls come. 4 o'clock.
They're knocked it out.
Yo, I did not know this shit. Listen, Biggie was a superstar before me. I didn't know this shit exists. I'm sitting up in there, and I'm like, yo, this is what it's like when you number 1, 2, and 3? I'm Fat Joe with the fucking army fatigue still. I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, this is... Yeah. Yo, Cease, I could not believe it. I was just, and they just kept coming. I was like, yo, this got Faith calls up. Right? He puts in the, it's a cool story. She calls up and he puts on the speaker, right? So he's laughing. You know, he's a comedian. Yeah. You fat motherfucker, you this, that. I know you in there, you with them ugly bitches, this and this. And this is when I knew. Biggie said, hold up. Why they gotta be ugly bitches? They could be models. Yo, I wanted one out and I couldn't. couldn't take it. Yo, Cease, I couldn't take it, Cease. I'm like, yo, you know, I thought he was like a superhero to me when I was with him and shit. I seen the success, but what I'm saying would never change it.
No
right?
doubt.
So he just exploded. So imagine you hanging out with a dude and the next thing you know, he's the biggest superstar on the planet Earth. I don't see him for a couple of months. I put out my second album. I'm going to some shit, maybe Billboard magazine or something like that, or The Vibe. And I just see a bunch of people around the truck. And as I get closer, I see B.I.G., I see you, I see Lil Kim. And I'm like, oh shit, that's big. And you know what Fat Joe did? Fat Joe, I'm embarrassed to tell you, but for that split second, in my mind,
you cried.
No, but I'm telling you the truth. In my mind, he became such a superstar. I said, oh, that nigga must have changed. And right when I get to turn away, you know how people say people change? He was like, yo, crack. So I look at him as big, so I walk over there. And he starts telling Lil Kim and Cease, yo, we've been bumping this album, right? You like it? He said, yo, you step your shit up. And I was like, that taught me, that was such a life lesson.
No doubt.
That taught me, like, don't assume people change. They can still be the same people no matter what success it is. It be your perspective of people that
without
change.
knowing, yeah, without judging. And you know him, right?
Oh, no.
Just know him. One thing about my nigga, like outside of all the street shit, he was a fan of the music.
Right.
So if you really was dope, that's all he cared about. He don't give a fuck what you did outside. You ain't gotta be that real nigga, that lit nigga, nothing. You can rap. He fucks with you.
Let me ask you something. He goes from this underground rapper. We see videos of him rhyming in the Brooklyn with the mic, rest in peace, Mr. C shit.
No doubt.
And he's doing
Clark Kent.
Rest
in peace, 50 grand, his first DJ.
Man, the 40 Gold Brothers.
All three of them
what was that, the Old Gold?
The Old Gold Brothers, OGB.
Old Gold Brothers, man, OGB, man.
Yeah, big first DJ was 50 grand. He had a crew called the OGB, the Old Gold Brothers. So he just passed away like 3 years ago. Him, Mr. C, and DJ Clark Kent. You know, all
so he was so what I'm trying to understand is, so he's this underground battle rapper, because when I met Biggie, I was in the Lyricist Lounge giving out the Flow Joe vinyl to the DJ, and he went up there and battled 10. They're going to say, yo, Joe, I'm saying 10 so it don't sound cap. But he tore them all down. He had a backpack on. Puff was on stage doing the Puff, dancing, hyped up, this. I'm looking at the crowd, said, oh, this guy, he's going to be big. Right? So we became cool. What I'm saying is, when he started making these records, like rapping to Juicy and all that, was that a Puff bringing the R&B to it? Or was it Big saying, I want to do these kind of records?
He didn't want to do that.
You know that? That was all Puff.
He didn't want to make
But thank God. I mean, those shit.
Without question.
He didn't want to do it, but he listened to it.
Yeah. No, but he listened to it. So originally, he didn't want, because I believe that changed, well, I don't believe, I know, that changed the whole hip-hop game. Like, to this day, Fat Joe's trying to catch one of them. What's Love or this, Everybody You, and she was a model for a year. That's all that formula.
No doubt.
Right? When we flipped those shit and we had singing hooks with R&B singers and all that, you know what I'm saying? That was a B.I.G. thing. So it was like Puff brought those beats to the table.
That was straight his. He brought that to B.I. Because he knew he had somebody that was like the dopest writer in the world, though. That's my favorite rapper, right? So imagine you in the position of power of you could sit behind a desk and you got the top prime Jordan player of this league. And you could just tell him to do anything. Play point guard, play shooting guard, play forward, play center. Yeah, and I could, Big did everything. Cadence,
cadence was
flows, bars. If you want to talk about anything that compared to rap, I think he's the one that covered every ground of how you want to do it. In the most
such a
perfection way, in the shortest span like that. He only had 3 years, though. He came out in 94, he died in 97. We didn't get a chance to enjoy nothing. Well, what he did, though, he built a platform for Junior M.A.F.I.A.
They ain't a day on earth. No. He paved the way for everybody.
Yeah.
Fuck Junior M.A.F.I.A.
alone. Everybody
Junior
got had to get a big verse.
Fat Joe, this. Everybody.
No doubt.
Like on hip-hop culture, whether you know it or not, you was influenced by the B.I.G.
Yo, dog.
The B.I.G.
Listen, dog, that's a loaded grave with me, nigga. Niggas gonna call me biased or whatever.
No.
Listen, when it comes down to that,
too.
man, ain't nothing.
No, I'm
ain't
biased
nothing.
too. Not just because
Long
you
as I'm here, that's what I do.
Too. That's what
Man's
I
ain't
do.
gonna tell my man nothing.
No, I'm biased too.
He ain't get here to have 20, 30-year run like everybody else did, but if he was
biased too, and he sound
smoking niggas, he would be smoking everything.
Right
and
now.
if he was here, everything that he left would still be here right now.
So me as a fan from outside, right? Similar to this guy, and I'm not just saying because I'm tired of this guy, right? He's my business partner, but I'm tired of business.
That's my brother. And you my brother.
Yeah, but he's very similar, right? With Big, every verse he would drop, whether it's on 112, whether it's with Char, whether it's with he never had a whack verse. Ever, though.
No doubt.
And you would hear the shit, and every time he pull out a new verse, we'd be like, yo, what he say now? And you know, Kiss got that impact, too. That's why Top 5 Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
But, like...
That's the statement he made. He created that for him, because he is that. Top 5 Dead or Alive, he is that. But outside of being that, he's a top 5 realest nigga in the world. Come to my hood, come sit there, got pictures with my mom. I performed at his uncle parties and shit, you know. I performed at his daughter's Sweet 16. He come to my hood every day and come hang out with me there on my birthday, my mother's birthday, sister's birthday. Nigga see my little nephew, give my little nephew a couple dollars, play basketball. Like, no, that's what makes you that too. Outside of rap, it's also about how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be the best shit in the world lyrically, but that makes you that too, about how you carry yourself, how you maintain, how you keep your integrity and your morals is about everything. You know what I'm saying? So, outside of that,
appreciate that, Lee.
It's my God.
It was a very nice gesture.
Feel me? Me and his mom's got the same name.
Yeah, his mom's and my mom.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how coincidental was that? He a Gemini like my boy.
Yeah, I seen y'all be tight for years.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people turn their back on him after the untimely demise of B.I. You know what I mean? There's always 3 sides to every story, but if people, you hear how you talk about me and Big and y'all getting tight and all that, and how could you say Big is your man and then shit on Lee? You know what I mean?
You talking to the wrong guy.
No, I'm giving you an example.
I've kept it 1,000% with Lil Cease, Lil Kim, all of them. I never understood how Lil Kim had beef and dudes wasn't standing by her side and all that. I never understood it because the way I've always seen Lil Cease and Lil Kim is with Biggie Smalls.
No doubt.
Now, if Biggie Smalls is king of New York, if he's Frank White, and I used to see how it's the same shit. Yo, let me tell you something. I'm not comparing the apples and oranges, but same thing with Pun. Pun to come, and when he was rapping, nobody want to rap next to him. Nobody want to smoke with him. Nobody want to cypher with him. Nobody wanted this. Nobody wanted that. And then he died. Nobody want to mention him. No top 5, no top 10, no nothing. But when he was here, y'all was scared to death of him, what he was doing lyrically. The dudes, I remember Pun calling me damn near crying. They won't let me upstairs to the cypher. Remember when Hot 97 used to put people on cypher? Everybody upstairs was like, no. They doing the cypher. He's calling the hotline, Funk Flex. I don't want to say the rappers up there. They were like, no. Do not let him upstairs. They did not want him to come up in there. Dead in the middle, but he passed. He pretty much, if it ain't for us, we can't defend his legacy.
No doubt.
You guys seem to not mention how nice he was, right? So it's the same thing. When I met you and I met Lil Kim, I'm like, yo, I'm out with the king. Like, how could I let somebody violate her? Or C's or anything like that. Like, I'm not fake.
That's love, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be, yo, Big, this is your man. Then when something happened to him, I switch up on you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his moms. I felt like we lost moms at hip-hop, at least New York.
R.I.P. to Mama.
That was my girl.
No doubt.
And I can't even tell the stories, but you know, because they always say I lie.
But you know the love. You know that.
Too much.
You know. What she loved, she showed you. You was on her gram, Kiss was on her gram.
Yo,
Like,
2 days.
She don't post,
She don't
right?
fuck with you. She don't.
Yeah, she don't
fuck
fuck
with you.
if she don't rock with you, she'll.
2 days.
But that's the
before
love,
she
though. But
passed.
yeah.
Not the day she passed, the day before. She was talking about me to Wayne Burroughs and Homegirl. She called me and was like, yo, Mama Wallace was just asking about you, this and this and that, and talk about you a good guy. I love Mama Wallace. I just felt like she was the mom of hip-hop. And that's how I felt.
That's fact.
You know what I'm saying? And so...
She did things the right way. She did it the right way, and, you know, she made sure everything was set up like really, like she took over with Big left behind. She really took it over and put it in perspective, man. You know what I'm saying? His kids is super straight. That's what matters, right?
That's all we care.
B.I. still able to take care of his family, nigga, after 30 years.
30
he
years.
Can still from the grave, still make sure his kids straight, even to the day his mom's left. He made sure
that's crazy.
Everything was good. And that's something you can say on the
generational wealth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what we talking about, generational wealth.
Yeah.
I mean, I always felt like, you know, look, I don't wish nothing on me, but I always felt like...
Well, I never heard of knock on steel.
My point is, I didn't know still, man. Yeah, you know, this guy is clever. The point is, I always felt like I would be happy if something, God forbid, happened to me, if my family was straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the big, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You see these mafia dudes, they born up in crime, and they know sooner or later somebody's either going to knock them off or they going to jail forever, but their family is straight in the mansion forever. They own the fucking construction businesses and this. They everything. So you just basically, it's like you're a warrior with a shield and a fucking sword, and you go out there to make sure them kids are straight forever.
Yeah.
Same thing with you, same thing with me. That's the dream. Biggie actually did it. That's fucking amazing. 30 years later, he's still taking care of his family.
And that's, you know what I mean? Like, but you see that generational type of thing in us peers from our era. Like, you see that in you. You see that.
Yeah, that was our era. We
appreciate stuff like that, like making sure our kids are straight. We don't want our kids or nieces, nephews to grow up and go through the shit that we actually went through. Like, nah, I don't want them to go to no tunnel. I don't want my nephew to do that. Go play basketball. Go through that tunnel, the Madison Square Garden. You know, go through that tunnel in the Barclays. Like, I went through that tunnel before, the other tunnel. You know what I'm saying? When we was really outside, but when you get to, you know, to see his kids do that, they ain't had to grow up like how I grew up. So I go on vacations with them. Like, we go on trips. We don't go to the block. Bless you. We don't go to the block. We don't go to the hood. When I be hanging out with his kids,
when Big, you know, in the middle of all that beef, when Big was going, I don't want to elaborate on whack shit, but when we, like, I think everybody knew he shouldn't be in L.A. at that time, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel like that?
I was too young to feel that way.
I seen him. He was smiling from even.
No, I get it, but we know he was smiling. He went out there. He
was happy. Like,
he was happy to be out there.
Yeah, he was happy. He was happier than over here, if you ask me. It
was to be away. He was full of joy. I don't know how to not tell people that, right? When people are like, yo, why y'all was out there? Because he wanted to be there. That's what he wanted to be. To this day, I stand on that. Like, yo, bro, he didn't want to. That's where he enjoyed it. He wanted to chill there. That's where he wanted to vibe at. I don't know how to say that to somebody, but yo, why he was? Why
That's right. That's where he wanted to be there. His own man. He was comfortable there, and he loved L.A.
So he wanted to be there. I'm on front line with him. Okay, cool. We leave them all? No, we ain't leaving them all. We're gonna stay here another week. Cool. We here. All right. This where he wanted to be. He called the shots. It was his situation. He felt good about being there. You know what I'm saying? He felt like that place was a safe place for him. Not even being safe. He just wanted to be somewhere where he wanted to be. He really didn't give a fuck. Really. You got to think about it. 24 years old, though. We older now. We all turning 40s, 45s, and our 50s. He was 24. You know what I'm saying? No, we were still kids. Niggas ain't know no better.
He died a baby. Him and Pun, they both died a baby. Like, they both 20-something. Like,
kids. You know what I'm saying? I saw Pun before he passed. I did a show, and I was in a show in somewhere like North Carolina or something, where he was in the
losing weight.
And I was we was all signed to the same label. So I come in my room, they're like, you got some people in your room. Before I got to my shit, who in the room? Now I got D-Rock, Will, Gutter, bunch of aggressive ass niggas, and then we come in there, it's Pun sitting in the seat. What's up?
Yeah, what's up? See,
what's up, bro?
He loved y'all. He loved Biggie.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Pun for sure, dog.
He had crazy love for Big. I think that's one of the people he never got to rock with that he really, really would have loved to rock with.
No doubt.
And you know,
imagine a Big and Pun song.
Imagine that.
Shit would have been crazy.
Yeah, like
Big heard Firewater. He heard Firewater. He said, "Yo, your man that spit with you was dead nice. This and this and that." He heard that shit.
I wish that could have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's the shit I'd be having to live with. Like shit like that. Like, damn, man, if Dog was here to just the way, like, yeah, do shit.
He would have loved him.
I wish he was here to smoke some of this shit I'm smoking.
Right, he's smoking some good shit.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance. He missed it.
He didn't get to smoke the pure. He was smoking.
He was smoking that shit in Cali.
Jamaican
he caught
shit.
Chronic. Nah, he caught shit in Cali.
He caught Chronic.
Yeah, he caught
Branson, but he ain't catch the wave.
He didn't catch this right now. Right, if he wasn't able to catch that shit, man.
He ain't catch that, yo, Kiss.
Can't wait to see him again. And
pull up. Yo, what you got? You got some? Bring some to the borough.
Up there with the ounce, we're not gonna see him.
He ain't
right to him.
He ain't come with that Papi Pudo.
You know how
nobody brought it up there for him?
All he wanted to
Yeah. I'm sure he hit something now.
Do you believe, let me ask you a question, which might be crazy, but it's real, right? You believe when you die, you go to heaven and they waiting for you and Biggie will be there waiting for you?
Nah, I don't think in that way. I think it's a life after. I do think that.
Right now, I need y'all to play a Whitney Houston song. I can't. I don't know which one, dog.
I believe the children are the future.
Nah, not that.
Yo, but let me ask you a question.
There's another one.
That's why you gotta learn.
Yo, they don't want that. Everyone. But listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. So you don't believe when you pass away, you go to see your people?
I don't believe it happens like the way you think, like TV. It's a gate there and there. I don't think it's there. They go over there.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Sunday.
I don't think it's like the Pac video.
Yeah.
I don't think when you
Crack about to pull up here right now. Yeah.
Sunday, you white suits on.
Joe Crack
gonna be on the piano.
Joe Crack prays. Joe Crack prays.
Like
that is like that. And I want to see my nigga Raul. I want to see my mother and father. I want to see Biggie. I want to see everybody. You know what I'm saying? So if I believe in heaven and I believe in God, I believe that we're going to see him. And so that it may call me crazy, Cap Joe, whatever the fuck you want. But I believe, I'm praying so much that it's like that my nigga Tone Montana, my best friend ever in history, I wish I could have that conversation. You did it, nigga. We was watching you. They was coming up here saying, I want that. You know what I'm saying? My brother,
keep praying for that.
My brother, I know, I'm just saying, my brother Tone Montana got killed before I even put out a single. But he knew I was rapping. He was proud of me. And so imagine if I could go to heaven and he's just waiting for me like, yo, you did this and this and this and that. Because, I mean, you know, B.I.G., what was one of the illest shit that happened to you that blew your mind, that you couldn't believe? Like, y'all met Shaka Khan, y'all met some y'all was rocking with fucking Michael Jackson. Yeah, was you there for that?
I was there. I wasn't in the session, though.
Did you see him?
Michael?
Yes.
Nah, I didn't see Mike, man. That's the one time he violated me, bro.
Big or Michael?
No, B.I. When he went to do the song with Mike, right, he was like, yo, listen, bro, just roll me up a few. I rolled him up some blunts. About to go do this first with Mike. So I'm thinking I'm still like coming there with him, right? He's like, yo, nah, bro, stay here. I don't trust him with the kids. He was joking though. Go, see, yeah. See, yeah. So I sat in the whip while he went into the verse for Michael, came back hour later, verse done, check. No, it's out. Yeah. I ain't.
Left you on the G14?
G14, super.
Classified.
Classified. Right. What's the G14?
What's the G14?
He left him in he left him in the whip.
Yeah, the man told him, yo, just
Classified.
he just said, fall back. I'm going to rock with Michael.
That ain't something you just say fall. That ain't just a fall back. I wouldn't go.
Dog, 14, 15.
Nah, it's been.
I want to meet Michael Jackson.
Listen, his meetings, his people.
B.I. says,
look, one of my most trusted people on the planet Earth is Pistol Pete. You see him over there. There's people Pistol Pete haven't met. It's people that I'm tight with that will call me their brother, their family, they this, they that. The Pistol Pete they met. There's people I go in there by myself.
Nice.
Go talk to them, have a conversation with them, and then come back. Is certain places you just can't bring nobody. No. So you go up in there and you just, unfortunately.
Pistol though, I get that. Leo.
No, Pistol's like Leo. He's my brother. I love him to death. I take him anywhere. I die with him. And there's certain places I got to be like, yo, guys, I'll see y'all a little later. I got to walk over here. It just, that don't make
to me. I was on Punk.
They did that to you on Punk?
Yeah, they told me don't bring nobody.
That's why you was in the whip? When it's so by yourself? Now that makes sense to them. And you whip too, though.
Yo, I ain't even see that shit, but let me tell you something. They try to punk me. They never could punk me because my guys wouldn't sell me out, but they wanted to do they went to Joe Bentley because he used to rent me the Bentleys and all that, and they told him they want to put a fake dead body in the trunk. Pull me over and act like I got a dead body in the trunk. On Punk, bro. That was the narrative for Fat Joe. Open the trunk, and it's a dead body in there. And Joe Bentley wouldn't sell me out. He was like, yo, I can't do that. I'm not.
That's a heart attack.
Huh? Well, it's not a heart attack. I would have did what I do now. Yo, I don't know nothing. I got a lawyer. Swear to God, what would have happened on that camera was like, yo, I don't know nothing about that. Yo, I got a lawyer. AJ Kunstler. Like, that's it. That's what I would have did. That's all they would have caught on video. But they wouldn't sell me out. They tried Raul. They tried Joe Bentley. They tried like 3 people. And everybody like, yo, you crazy, man. I ain't setting Joe up with that shit. Like, Joe ain't doing he ain't gonna go for it. They told him, yo, you ain't punking him. He not gonna go for it. Like, you wasting your time. And it's true. I swear to God, if they did it now, somebody put a dead body in my truck, I'd be like, yo, I got a lawyer, man. Shit.
I ain't saying nothing.
I ain't got nothing to tell nobody about. No.
You making that sound real nice.
Yo, my mother taught me. Let me tell you something. My mother taught me when we didn't have a fucking dollar. We didn't even have a dollar. How about we never had a lawyer? My mom would tell me in the project, yo, they grab you. I told my daughter and my son this 1,000,000 times. They ever grab you for anything on earth, just tell them you got a lawyer. You have to tell them you got a lawyer. That eliminates everything else.
No doubt.
It's nothing really to talk about. It's like, yo, what you want me to do? Yo, this is terrible. But what you want me to, you think I'm going to try to convince him? There's nothing you could do but call a lawyer. It's like, I can't convince you I didn't put that body in his trunk or whatever. I'm fucked or I'm not.
Call a lawyer.
Call a lawyer. That's it.
That was it. They tried to punk me. They definitely tried to pump me. So that Michael, you wasn't there for Michael Jackson, but what was you there for that you coming from Brooklyn, young kid,
Michael
and you was like, yo, we really doing this? Like, this is crazy. What is it?
I mean, I would say that like our first session, like, you know what I mean? When we first got on, I know it was
studio.
Yeah, like that
was a big moment.
Yeah. I mean, you know, not thinking, you know, you think you're just going, all right, B.I. is your boy. That's family. That's the big bro. And he came out in 94. We was out in 95. Like, that's how fast we was in the studio.
That's absolutely
within a year.
That's absolutely impossible to do, too.
You know what I'm saying?
By the way.
So that was
you
like
becoming a legend, and then you putting somebody else on and working for them and putting their music out again. That's like, it's beyond unheard of.
He came out in 1994. We came out in August 1995, like literally a year later. And not just, you know, Kim, me, as a director, like, nah, that was his That's what he was doing. At 24 years old, 22. You create the process before he died.
He had the clothing line already. What was it?
Brooklyn Mint.
Brooklyn.
That shit was fly too.
Yeah, you know, so he was, we were just really just, you know.
I just, what I think most about Biggie is just knowing him and seeing, I think he would have been a huge entrepreneur like a Jay-Z is.
No doubt.
Hell yeah.
You know, he was just...
Big Papa Diners.
Yeah.
Big Papa Restaurant. He was already doing with people, like, with everybody's...
No, I could tell he was going to do it. That just...
The commission album. He was already creating things in his head, like, all right, outside of Mafia, got a commission thing I want to do.
He told me about Jay-Z. I had it time.
Yeah, dog.
He was like, yo, Joe. I said, yo, Big, come to my birthday party. I think I had a fucking China Club or something. He was like, yo, I might slide by with this dude. He's crazy nice. His name is Jay-Z. It's my man. I was like, word? He was like, yo, I'm going to come by with Jay-Z. He didn't come, but he definitely told me about Jay-Z. Like, he was like, yo, that was my man, Jay-Z. He dead nice. He was talking like that. He dead nice. He gonna blow this, that. But they never came. But that was the time, man. That whole time.
We was a fan of the music, though. You know, all of us at that time, it was just like, we was really doing some shit to change our lives. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so we really enjoyed being around each other, fucking with each other. It was dope to go to the Bronx. It was dope to go to Yonkers and hang out. And, you know, when Big died, yeah, we money, power, respect. We always loved Big Papa video. Like, we built something from that. Like, just from that point on, it's like, when Big died, it made us all like, it's like people from home. Yo, we're gonna keep it tight.
Yeah, you know, that's how I feel. You know, right? And that's why whenever you see me jumping out, whether it's a big birthday, big anniversary, big everything, I gotta jump out.
You sure?
I gotta post that shit up. I gotta jump anything.
No doubt.
Because I gotta let them know, yo, we ain't forgetting B.I.G. Like, not while I'm alive, not while I'm here. We not forgetting, you know, the man who inspired us to become who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still to this day, and I shouted out the other day. What was it with Ray and Ray and Half? Like Heavy D. Like Heavy D gave me the confidence as a fan.
Money earned it.
Yeah.
Money earned in my heart. He gave me the confidence. No Heavy D, no B.I.G. I'm telling you. Yeah, you know, Heavy D was the fly to this day, right? Because
he don't get that.
He don't.
He don't get that.
To this day, I throw that shit on. I'm telling you. To this day, I might have some fly, yellow, Rick Owen leather shit on, and then I look in Instagram and I see it be like, yo, 1991, nigga have the same shit on 30 years ago. I'm like, yo, I still ain't catch him. Like, I can't beat Heavy D's fly. He was just so fucking fly as a big man. Same thing with B.I. B.I. was like super fly.
But that was his homework, though. He got that from him, too, though. Like, that's where he...
Oh, no, it's Heavy D.
You know what I'm saying? We know that. Like, that.
You know, one of the things, you know, I would say
where he got it from, too.
My wife is far from a groupie, but one of the things she thanks me for is for introducing her to B.I.G. Like, she thanks me. Yo, man, thank you for letting me meet Biggie.
It's official.
And, you know, that's like, you know, Biggie, you know, we got to talk Biggie. We always got to talk Tupac.
No.
These two guys... right? Are like, they're going to live forever, 1,000 years from now. They're going to live...
longer than us.
Yeah, they martyrs for hip-hop, for this whole thing. Let me tell you something, and a lot of people don't get it fucked up. Everybody has something to do with hip-hop. We can go Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, Band by everything, but 500 years from now, if hip-hop is long gone, but they analyze it like we looking at the fucking pyramids and all. It's 500 years. And hip-hop culture comes up, they're going to talk about Biggie and Tupac.
No doubt.
There's no way around it. They're going to be doing fucking seminars in fucking college. Like right now, they definitely got Biggie classes, Tupac classes. Like, those are the two faces of hip-hop music. After that, then you go down, break down whoever else you get. Everybody played their part in hip-hop. I don't want nobody to be watching this From the
We gonna
ATL
talk
off
about
of the West Coast.
But Scholar Rock is like one of the first like rapper rappers.
Yeah, but he's not going to be talked about in 500 years.
Killed like streetwise.
No,
like,
Scholar Rock broke my heart, bro. I'm BDP.
But that stuff that see, people don't know about.
Bro, I'm fucking BDP. Boricuas don't play, papi.
Yeah.
I'm BDP. I'm BDP. You talk about B.I.G. One time, I was struggling after Flojo, because you think you good as your last hit. Flojo could be number one, you hustling, getting checks. When that shit slowed down 2 years later, I never forget my idol, KRS-One. He came to my apartment in Throsnet. He's like, Joe, how you doing? I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because once I left the drug game, it was all about rap. Yeah. So I had to make my money rap. So he came to see me, and he took me City of Harlem. We sat down, then he said, hey,
Chris took you to City?
KRS. And he said, yo, what's up? You fucked up. I was like, yo, I'm fucked up. He said, you come with me. You hype it up. You do Flojo, and I'm going to throw you a little 2,500 was like 10,000 back in the day. So he took me for a couple of months to hype him up. I was this hype man, and I get to do Flojo. And you know who else was there with, wake up in the morning, got this fucking fire. When it is, what Channel Live, right? All I do is fuck, man. And yo, whenever that 2,500 came through, saved my life. 2,500. My rent was 500. I got the 1-1. One bedroom, one bath. Like, yeah, I got the 1-on-1. My rent was 500. 2,500. I'm like, yo. We say he would come and be like, yo, what's up? We're gonna go to Philly. Yo, hype me up. We're going to Atlantic City. We're going to Boston. Hype me up. And so he fed me, during that time. But we know. We had hard times in hip-hop. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's slow up. Yeah. That's why you say all the time, yo, we just got to we got to keep working. We just can't stop. Even if we don't need it, we got to keep going and going and going and going. I'm going to Mongolia next week. Mongolia. I got to get the bag, bro. Mongolia. I gotta fly to China, then to Mongolia. You know how real that is?
Hard. That's right.
I tried my best. I said, nah, I ain't doing it, nah. Mongolia, I love you. Thank you for the opportunity. But I was like, nah. No way I'm going, this and this and that.
You used to fly. You fly now, right?
Yeah, but
that's
I don't
real flights.
No, I don't want to do it.
A Miami flight from New York.
I didn't want to do. Listen,
that's 10
I didn't want no more than that.
Flight 13-something
hours.
Yeah, you in the double.
You got to fly to Dubai.
That shit gotta go.
Then you got to fly another 9 to China. Then another 2 to Mongolia. But what I'm trying to tell you is that rich players said, oh, yes, you are getting on that fucking flight. I said, yo, Rich. He was like, Nick, we getting that bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to do that. I don't really need it. I really don't really have to go, brother. I'm being honest with you. But you got to do it before you need it. You got to work when you don't need it. So when you need it, you're like, all right, we got it. That's the only way to do it.
It's a choice at that point. Once you already done put it in already, you're like, all right, pause. I ain't like how that sounded just now. And I don't like saying that. I don't like saying that. But once you put you put your work ahead, you don't have to, you can do less is what I mean by that.
No, I could do it. I don't really have to go. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to get the bag because I got to go get that. You know what I'm saying?
There's no justification when it's going in his bag getting time. I don't care where it's at. Mongolia is, I'm there.
That's what I said. People used to tell me at one time, Fat Joe toured the whole Africa. Davido, you want to throw your hat or something? Davido. So I went to Africa so much, and Davido, when I met him at an All-Star game, you was there too at that All-Star game, he was like, yo, you was in my village 10 times when I was a kid. I watched you in my village in Africa. You know what I'm saying? So I would go to Africa to tour, and other artists would be like, yo, you going to Africa? And I'd be like, yo, my man got killed over $1 in a dice game in the Bronx. He ass bet it, they stabbed him in his heart, and he died. How much more dangerous could it be in fucking Africa, where in my projects, I know guys that died for $1? Well, I gotta go get the bag. Yeah, we gonna see if Mongolian beef paws out there is the good shit. You know what I'm saying? We going out there. We gonna see, right?
Nah. B.I. wouldn't get on the plane no more than 13 hours.
B.I. had a limit? He had a limit?
We ain't go. We had boogers in Japan and Alaska. He was like, I'm not doing that.
Smart guy.
Anything 12 hours over, he ain't fucking with it. So
I try to break it up. I go to Dubai for a little 12, 13 hours, stay one day, and then fly to China another 8, 9, and then take the 2. Yo, Rich, man, go fuck yourself on your birthday, man. Get the fuck out of here. Got me going to fucking move. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That's a flag.
Yo.
Oh, man.
This ain't that. That ain't this. It's crack and kiss, bastards.
No doubt, man.
Shout out to the Fontainebleau.
Shout out to our guest, my brother, Caesar Leo.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Whenever he's around, he's going to be popping in and out. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Y'all two are my big brothers in the business.
He's like the cousin to the show.
No doubt.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like Brother Man. Just pops up.
Yeah, he like that's
I'm there for the 5th floor, man.
Yeah, but that's what the fuck happened. You right over here chilling. I say, oh, no, we got to get Cease in this motherfucker.
Yo, man, shout out to B.I.G. Shout out to me. I got an album coming out, Heart of the City. A documentary called From a Young G's Perspective.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it authentic. I'm going to keep on representing for B.I.G. You know, it's cultural shit here. No flag.
Shout out to the homie D-Rock.
Shout out to D-Rock. Shout out to Rule. Shout out to C. Gutter. R.I.P. to Chief Del Vet. R.I.P. to Mr. Bristol. You know what I'm saying? Mr. C. 50 grand.
Shout out Bangin' Blake, man.
Bangin' Blake. That's my fear. Nino Brown. Shout out to the whole team, man.
We got to say Lil Kim.
Hawk Burns.
Hawk Burns, Lance
Kim, I love you, Kim.
Everybody's that
Shout out my man Lance.
You know what I'm saying?
God damn, who else from the pull-up bars over there?
A bunch of them over here.
You calling out the whole pull-up bars. Motherfucker calling out the whole...
Shout out Chance 11.